How would you say did your work in like between the first day you met him and the last day y'all was around each other?
Mm-hmm.
How did your work ethic change?
You know what? My work ethic was always strong. Like, cause I don't show my emotions. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't
I'm not that.
dive into work more because of what was going on? For like a little bit of a distraction?
I guess you can say that because during that time, like at the peak of it, is when I was promoted to general manager. So maybe I did kind of mask some of that with, well, let me stay at the office longer so I don't got to go home and deal with it right now. So now that you say that, I mean, that could be that because, you know, there was complaints that, well, you ain't ever here. You know, you always working. Yeah, so now that you say that, it could be that. I just didn't want to deal with the situation, so I tried to stay around or stay in the environment where I know that I'm not thinking about it.
You're
or
trying to
not
tell
have
yourself
to.
you're tired,
Yeah.
but
Right.
still be loyal at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense too. But
What you think was going through his mind
honestly,
when he wasn't drinking?
When he wasn't drinking, I mean, I feel like he definitely wanted to stop. Maybe, I don't know, because if you want to stop, why not stop, right? But I feel like he saw me leaving. He saw him losing everything, right? But again, alcohol is like a real sickness. Like when you're an alcoholic, that's like a real sickness. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, he definitely saw it because he told me on multiple occasions, like, he don't want to lose his family. He don't want to lose everything. But, bruh, you gotta change. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta lose something.
Yeah.
To gain something.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just saw him recently, and he looked like maybe he was doing better, but I can't really tell because I didn't want to really, you know what I'm saying, give false hope or whatever, and not indulge in too much conversation. But
how was that emotional at that time? You
baby, the emotions is gone. I ain't got no more emotions about that. Nah, I cried for years just dealing with that situation.
Oh, yeah, we see that middle finger.
Huh? I know, my eyes itching.
See that middle finger, yeah. Right on time.
Right, that was right.
Slide that in there.
Yeah, no, but no, I have cried so much about that situation. So, like, I mean, occasionally I may get emotional about it, but not good.
Over.
Yeah.
Healed.
Yeah, absolutely. I
That's
feel like
healthy.
I feel like I
That's
am.
very healthy.
I feel like I am.
Like, what type of things did you go through, like, when you was, you know, okay, I need to heal from that now, out of this?
So I didn't date right away. I waited like at least a year and a half before I even started like entertaining conversations.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like fall victim to another situation. And I know like when you are fresh out of a situation, like you really just want like the company of the well, whatever sex you prefer these days, but the opposite sex. And I didn't want to just settle for nothing because I was hurt in the moment. I didn't want nobody to take advantage of me.
Yeah.
I wanted like
I've done that.
yeah, like when I'm ready, I'll open up. So like I really just like stayed in the house, just went to church and worked. That's all I did for like the year and a half. And then
You prayed a lot?
Yeah, a whole lot. Fast, all that.
You had to cleanse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of deal with that situation. And then when I felt like I was ready to start dating, like when I knew I was getting a divorce for sure, and I drafted the paperwork, I'm like, okay, now I know I'm ready.
How did that affect your son?
Ooh.
You need some tissue.
Nah, that's kind of what made me like pull away, because just seeing like, remind you, he's been in my son's life since he was like 2 years old. At the time when we were like at the peak of him going through that, Quay had to be like maybe 13, like 12, 13 years old, and just seeing how he changed from like this my dad to like, nigga, who is you? Like, what, like, like, why you talking to my mom like that? Like, why you know, acting like that? Or I'm coming home from work, and because he see me, when I come home from work, I used to find his bottle, pour it out every day. And so.
How many bottles you think you poured out?
I can't even count. Like, it was one time I went down to my basement and empty bottles, like, all over my basement. Like, literally. At least like 100 empty alcohol bottles in my basement. Yeah. So, like, learning his hiding spaces and all of that. So, like, one day I came home and Quay was like, it's over there. This is where the bottle is. Like, because he learned he knew what I was doing. And so when he started doing that, I'm like, oh, dang. Okay, so Quay picking it up. And then it was moments like where he would be drunk and he would, like, not physically abusive, but like just the way he talked, like being aggressive. And Quay had to stand up a couple times, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, get out my mama's face type stuff. And so when all of that started happening, I'm like, okay, yeah.
You know, that's a dangerous position for your young son to be in at that time.
Yeah.
Because he could have decided to be a little bit scared or protective and took that man life.
Yeah.
Just to protect you.
Yeah, exactly. So when I started noticing that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this ain't good for me, and now it ain't good for Quay either.
Right.
So that was mainly where my decision, like, that's where I got started in my decision.
So it was mainly church, couple friend groups, family that helped you through that? Not too much family? Was that by choice?
No family, like, yeah, no family. Maybe, no, I can't really say family helped me through that. Nah, it was all my friends, my best friends. And like you said, because of me, my choice, because I wasn't sharing that information with them, so nobody knew. But then I feel like when I did tell them, it was just like, oh, y'all gonna be all right. Type
they didn't know what to do at that point.
No, nobody took it serious. Nobody.
It's your first time telling them?
Nobody took it serious. Nobody saw that for him because he was a good dude. Like, he still is a good dude. And so when that came out, nobody like really understood it. You know what I'm saying? They probably thought like, oh, he probably just drink a little bit. Like, I'm over exaggerating. But nobody knew how deep it really was because I never.
You never thought about recording it sometimes and just showing it?
I have a couple recordings actually. That's funny you said that. I have a couple recordings. I actually was watching a couple of them because I was clearing out some storage on my phone. Wow. That's funny, yeah. But yeah, I have a couple recordings, but yeah. But
so you can say at times you probably was scared for your life. Or did it get that serious?
I wouldn't say scared for my life, but just found myself questioning, like, what's really happening right now? Like, dude, you're really going through this? Because, like, you know, some stuff you can kind of brush off.
Right.
But when it's something, like, that you're dealing with on a daily basis, like, consistently every day, it kind of overtakes you. Yeah, definitely consumes your mind.
So yeah, like, how did you cope with that?
Like I said, just like, I guess work and staying in church, praying, being around my friends. Like I said, they kind of forced themselves on me for me to be around people because I would literally go to work and then when I come home, I would go home and sit in the dark for hours at a time, just like depressed, like real depression. Yeah.
How long were you depressed?
I would say that probably went on for like maybe like a year and a half. Yeah. I feel like it happened like after I like after I lost hope, like, cause I was like, you know, like yeah, I got you, like very encouraging, like yeah, we gonna beat this, like you got this.
Right.
And then when I started noticing the pattern, it's like okay, so this is what's like I can literally call out every action or what was gonna happen. Like okay, you finna get the bottle, you gonna drink for like a week, you gonna stay in the room for like a week, and then you gonna say you need to detox, and then you gonna stay there for a week or a month or whatever the program was at the time. Don't get out, and it's just like a repeating cycle over and over. So I guess like when I lost hope, that's when I like started being depressed because I felt like okay, this is my life, like this is really what I'm finna be dealing with, unless I decide to make a change.
Do you ever ask him why you drink? Did he ever give you answers?
So it's more so. So he says he drunk because I had a miscarriage because he cheated on me. So I found out he had somebody else pregnant when I was pregnant. And so when he told me that, I had a miscarriage. And so his son that after that was born. And so he says that he feels like he never forgave himself for me having a miscarriage because of what he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You dealt with a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
A whole lot. Yeah. A whole lot.
I don't even want to ask you what doing through that was like, but the young ladies out here need to hear that because
yeah,
it's been females who done got, you know what I'm saying, suicidal and a little self-harmish from a miscarriage.
Right.
So like, how did you stay level-headed through that after that?
I mean, it took a while. Like, for a long time, I always thought about like, okay, what if this and what if that, and how would it be if I still had my baby, and then just dealing with his other baby, like the baby that's the reason that my baby not here. It's just like
that's a whole
yeah. Shit. And then I kind of like told myself like, well, my mama did it, so I can do it too.
You think that's why you were so acceptable of it when you seen it coming?
Yeah, cause I feel like
you watched your mama do it.
Like she didn't have a. They throw me off. Like she like my dad didn't have a baby on my mama, and she was forced to raise a baby or whatever. But what I'm saying is, I like my mama raised me, and I'm not her child, type thing. So I feel like okay, well somebody raised me and raised me like I was their own. Like I can do that too. But then just like the constant reminder every time he came around, that was hard to deal with. But,
did you kick the baby?
No.
He didn't kick the baby?
Nah. He wanted to name him Junior and everything, and I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah,
Did you want to fight the baby mama?
I never been like that.
You was just mad at him?
I was just mad at him, not mad at her.
That's
like I couldn't be mad at her because it wasn't her. Like you
that's
know what I'm saying?
Real response.
Yeah, like I've never been that way. Like nah, I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at him. He did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a relationship with him. You probably didn't know too much about me, or if anything about me.
You got him to break up after that?
Not
or
really.
After the news?
Probably like a couple days. Probably like a couple days, but it was one of those things like, you know, you always say, like, I never go through that, and then when it happened, you're like, oh, dang, got me.
Was it humbling?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm not, like, so judgmental towards people, because it's just like, you never know what situation you're gonna find yourself in.
Facts.
Yeah, and same situation you like laughing about and pointing the finger about, you find yourself in the same.
You in that situation.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Some people go through things and talk down on others. very next week you need that same person you just talked about.
Yeah, that's how it always happens. So I try to keep my mouth off people and their business, cause yeah.
So after like, would you say those were kind of like the key things that weighed in your relationship from either side, either one of y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, like, if he wasn't an alcoholic, we would still be together. Like, everything else about him was right. It was just like, I couldn't let that situation break me down.
So, like, once you start, like, entertaining, like, other people's conversations after the breakup, divorce, and all of that, like, how did you feel about relationships, period?
I always said I'm still gonna get married. Like, that's not changing how I feel about marriage or, you know, commitment or anything like that. It's just like, okay, if it ever happens again, like, am I gonna do it the same? Like, am I gonna run again? So it's more so on, like, making sure my mental is good, making sure I'm strong enough, like, if it happens again, to like see it through, or just like really just believe in God that He won't put me in that situation no more. But yeah, I'm definitely getting married again. Like, that's not a question. That's not a question.
So I'm getting my ring.
Yeah. But like, yeah, after that I had a whole like hot girl summer. I was like, oh, okay, single ain't too bad. Like, yeah.
How was that summer?
Huh?
How was that summer?
Just like, I don't know. I guess like once I knew I was getting a divorce, like, ain't no going back, whatever the case was. It was just like, okay, I'm out here a little bit, you know, like, let me see what it feel like to be single a little bit. But even with that, it was just like, at some point that got uncomfortable too, because that's not who I am. It's like, girl, you know you ain't, you commitment, like, sit your butt down. Like,
used to being in a certain, you know, space, certain comfortability.
Yeah,
it get uncomfortable after you've been in a relationship for a long time, especially married. Y'all jump the broom, and you go back to, all right, doing single shit.
Right, like, it's fun at first, like, but then it's like, okay, this it, this all, okay, I can go back and settle down now.
Did you have like epiphanies and like, damn, I used to be excited about this at one point?
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's cool, but like,
yeah,
damn, why was I so excited back then?
Exactly. Like, yeah. And even now, I'll say I still be like, oh, I want to go outside. But, you know, it's just like a respect factor. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm all about that person. It just is what it is. Like,
it's definitely a right way to do it, you know what I'm saying? And still have your fun.
Yeah.
So how did you meet the new guy? After the hot girl summer, during the hot girl summer?
It was like towards the end of the hot girl summer, because like mentally, I was already like, okay, you need to sit down somewhere. Like, and I had already said like, okay, after this, you know, we're gonna be at the house for a minute. And so, like, I've always known him, even when I was married, and we would like cross paths. But he does music, and my best friend, she's a singer. So like, they would perform at the same engagements or whatever. And like, you know, in passing, I would see him. He did features on her songs a few times. So I've seen him. I've always seen him. But then it's just like, you know, one of those things where, you know, in the inbox. And then it kind of just grew from there.
He was persistent.
No, not really, because he was married too. So we basically was going through the same thing, but we were divorcing at the same time. So he's been divorced for a year. I've been divorced for a year. So it's just like.
So, would you say y'all truly in love, or y'all trauma bonded?
I feel like we are in love because we both have like a Christian background. When we went into it, it wasn't like,
it was an understanding of self first.
That, and then we didn't have sex either. So it was just like, you know, I don't want to be attached to you for the wrong reasons. I don't want you to be attached to me for the wrong reasons. I don't want to go into this thing like, you know, just being lustful.
So how long were y'all kicking it?
About 6 months now.
Been 6 months?
About 6 months now.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
You
I do.
shining.
He keep me, balanced or whatever. He keep me together because I got a little bit of attitude, but he just, he let me have my moments. It's never confrontational or anything like that. And
So you feel like he let you be a woman?
absolutely. And I didn't have that before. Towards the end of the marriage, I didn't have that before because it was like I'm doing everything, and now it's like I don't gotta do everything.
Do you find yourself kind of fighting to still do some of them things? And he's
Absolutely.
like, back up.
Yeah, because when you become so independent, you just naturally used to doing it. Oh, this needs to be done, let me do it. Oh, my car gotta go to the shop, let me do it. Like, it's just natural. And then you got somebody like, well, why you didn't tell me your car had to go to the shop? Like, I could have took your car to the shop. I could put gas in your car. You know what I'm saying? So, it's cool. It's a learning process, but I'll get there. I mean, I'm naturally just a doer. Like, that's just me.
You seem a little annoyed.
I seem annoyed?
Now you finna have a little bit more free time. Because he's gonna be doing stuff for you.
No, I'm not annoyed. It's just different. Because it's like, now I got to think about it before I actually do it.
Okay.
That's it. Just got to think about it and not just jump up and do it because it got to be done. But, yeah.
You get used to it.
Look, I'm sure it's gonna start to feel good. Like, now I'm like, well, you put no gas in my car.
Right.
Because what?
It's gonna become a command after that.
Exactly.
Put some gas in my car.
Every Sunday.